Hi everyone, this is Erica from the Lotus Connection and welcome to your very first reading for 2019 Twin Flame Energy Reading. I'm really excited to give you the messages that I was provided through meditation, and then we'll go ahead and look at the energies for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Please keep in mind that this information that's being provided to you is a general reading, okay? This is for the general collective energy for twin flames. So it may or may not resonate. Take what does, leave what doesn't. I do tend to swear, so if that's something that bothers you, you may want to stop the reading now. It's not a guarantee that I will, but chances are probably, and I would rather not offend. There will be an extended version, so if you are interested in a private reading about your twin flame journey and the energies present in your twin flame journey, you can always book a personalized reading. Again, all that information will be in the details down below in the description box. So yeah, 2019, it's here, and it's definitely a very powerful year for the Twin Flame Collective. I can feel it. It's been confirmed. I feel like many of us are feeling this positive, powerful shift moving forward for 2019. There's a lot of positivity around. But it's not to say that, you know, there's not going to be challenges along the way. And everybody's twin flame journey is very unique. My journey is not going to be the same as yours, and it's not going to be the same. You know, we all have our own unique journey that we need to go on. And that Spirit wants us to remember that, especially when we are seeking counsel or when we are listening or reading things about the twin flame journey. So Spirit does want to provide caution, because sometimes we listen to readings or we read things on the internet that trigger us in the wrong way and trigger us in a way that prevents further damage to our progress versus, you know, uplifting us and moving us forward and encouraging us to continue the journey. So, and I believe that happened a lot in 2018. 2018, especially in the summertime, it was very difficult. The energies were quite heavy, and, you know, they had been heavy for a really long time, and they're still very intense and still very heavy, and there's still a lot of things that are still being purged from our old paradigms. But 2019 is a very promising time. And, you know, with Spirit's message about being very cautious, the reason why Spirit's bringing this up was the importance of the Twin Flame Collective really going within to find the answers. Meditation was being screamed at to me. I felt like Spirit was giving me an ass chewing in some way, shape, or form. Basically stating, you know, there are so many counterparts out there who are doubting their twin flame journey and are seeking counsel to other individuals who may not know or understand the twin flame dynamic and may not be well versed in the dynamic. And so getting advice or seeking counsel towards those who are unaware, Spirit's getting a little annoyed because it's setting you back, you know. And so this is, you know, going to a psychic possibly to get messages, and they may not necessarily be versed in, you know, a twin flame dynamic. They may not know. They may just think, you know, you're on a regular in a regular relationship, or they may not believe in twin flames, and therefore it sets you back. You may be listening to other twin flame, you know, people who are on the same journey going through very similar things and taking on their negativity. They may be on a different level of their spiritual path. And so really what the whole point of it is that Spirit was trying to come out and say is that you need to connect with yourself, with your own higher self, in order to get the answers that you seek. If you're looking for confirmation, Spirit is saying for you to go within and for you to ask your spiritual team to confirm who your twin flame is. Spirit's asking you to meditate, to spend more time meditating, doing the work on your own, not seeking counsel elsewhere, because the counsel is not going to advise you in the best way possible than actually going to the direct source. So being mindful of the information that we ingest and take in as truth, okay? Especially when it's on the internet. So just be very cautious. So moving forward, powerful changes are making their way into our existence for the collective right now. The feelings, the thoughts, everything that we've been dealing with have been very quite heavy for just not only the divine feminine, but also the divine masculine. But through these energies that we have been working on and pushing through in order to elevate at a higher vibration or at a higher alignment, it has pushed our counterpart, our divine masculine, to really start working and doing the healing. So what I was getting was a lot of karmatic situations that the divine masculine was a part of, relationships that were not necessarily in their highest good. Their contracts have been terminated. You know, they're done learning the lessons that they've been learning, and I feel like the divine feminine has definitely recognized and acknowledged this shift, especially coming into the 2019 year. There's also a huge realization amongst the divine feminines in regards to the power that they truly have. In the past, the divine feminine had felt very much defeated, very much in a place of negativity, doubting the connection, or just being in so much pain and hurt, wanting to actually not be part of the twin flame dynamic. But there has been some really powerful shift in the divine feminine in regards to realizing that we are our own co-creators of our life. We work with the divine in making what it is we want our reality. The issue was that we were making negative experiences our reality. We were still facing issues of the ego, so doubt, feelings of anger and resentment, not forgiving, holding grudges, stripping away our power and giving it away to the divine masculine as if the divine masculine made us happy, not really looking towards ourselves. And we started realizing that this negativity started becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. And we now are shifting from this self-fulfilling prophecy in a negative aspect to now being cautious in regards to what we say, how we feel, and what we think. And we're realizing that when we vibrate at a higher level, when we visualize positivity, when we feel how we want to feel and how cautious we are in the way that we say things and the way that we think, that things have started to change the dynamic alongside healing. The planets are going direct now. After last year, so many planets were in retrograde, causing a lot of havoc. But now all the planets are going direct, so there's now forward movement. However, Spirit does want to really hone in on this aspect that while there is forward movement due to the planets aligning and going direct, it does not necessarily mean that you're immediately going to go into reunion or that there's going to be this huge positive shift like right away. Those of you who have been working on your journey have been really focusing in on within, healing yourself and really moving forward in positivity and in light. those are the individuals who are going to start seeing these really powerful and positive changes in their twin flame dynamic. It all depends on where you are in your journey. If you've just begun, there's a lot of work for you to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be painful. It's about how you shift your energy, how you work through the pain, and not sweeping it underneath the rug. So we have to just be vigilant in regards to what we choose to align with. There's a strong sense of wanting change, needing change, and since the feelings have been intense, it's like you're wanting to move forward badly, but you need to be cautious not to run away from things you haven't fully worked through in hopes that they'll go away, because this journey is really about the divine feminine truly healing his or herself, and about moving forward in alignment of your highest good. And if you if you think you've healed and you're just being impatient, because there is a lot of impatience right now, if you are impatient and you decide, okay, I've healed this enough, but know that you haven't fully, and you sweep it under the rug, this year, this will bring it about in a more powerful, more intense way until you've learned the lesson, healed it, and moved on from it. So try not to take shortcuts because you want an outcome, okay, that's being like iterated huge in this channeled message. It's important to get off the hamster wheel. So, there's been a lot of doubting, a lot of just overthinking about your connection, trying to find, through the doubt, through the worry, confirmation from outside sources other than connecting with your higher self. And Spirit's really telling me you need to connect with yourself. You need to connect with Spirit or whoever it is that you believe in, okay? You need to connect with the divine, and that's through meditation. It helps us to focus. It helps us to navigate what it is we truly need to heal. It helps us navigate how we're feeling, how to process and transmute it. It gives us a connection to not only reach out to our divine counterpart, but also to reach out to the divine being that assists us in our journey. It allows us to connect with our spiritual team, to ask for assistance, to ask for guidance, to ask for healing. And Spirit's asking you not to forget that. Be cautious of other people's opinions and thoughts of their own personal stories regarding their twin flame connection, because this journey is so sacred that no two journeys will ever be the same. It's best to work with your guides, your spiritual team regarding your specific journey, and not seek counsel elsewhere unless you trust the source of counsel. Right? Unless you know that this counsel is aware of the twin flame journey, because there are going to be some psychics, some tarot card readers, whomever, your family, your friends, who don't understand or know the twin flame journey or even believe in it, and it makes it harder. The only way you're going to know who your true twin flame is by you connecting to your higher self. Only you and the divine or God, whoever it is that you believe in, is going to be able to tell you that. We can look at the energies, we can see your specific situation, see possibly what it is that you need to work through, but we're never going to be able to truly 100% verify if you're you guys are in twin flame reunion. So it's really about you connecting with yourself, you really being in meditation, you really taking the time to do the work. And this is time in and time again being iterated by Spirit. It's almost like Spirit was giving me an ass chewing about it, like, and maybe because I too needed to connect more, but it's more about, I'm not alone in this. How many of us divine feminines struggle with really connecting and doubting because of the things that are still coming up, the worries, the fears. We've been playing into these things because there are a lot of things that still have not been yet healed. We're wanting to move forward, but when we move forward, if we haven't healed, now we're taking 2 steps back. So it's always being vigilant in our healing process. Time and time again, I do readings, not even just twin flame readings, but the comments on just regular videos are that of negativity. For instance, I did a reconciliation spread, and one individual commented, "Thanks for the bedtime story, but we know it's not going to happen." You're right. It's not going to happen because of your thought process. So thank you for that. I don't want to hear that negativity because that's what keeps us from not moving forward. You and your thought patterns control your reality, and it's becoming a larger part of this intricate, delicate, and sacred union in the twin flame journey. Being cautious. If there is a twin flame that you were partnered with before, if you constantly call them my ex, they're always going to be your ex. By you saying my counterpart is a different way. Now you're not labeling this person as an ex, you're labeling it as your other half. It changes. So these small shifts in positive thinking and what it is that we say is going to help the dynamic along with healing. We sometimes forget, due to frustration and fear and looking at our present 3D reality, that we forget to heal. We focus so much about the pain instead of allowing it to transform, transmute, and to move forward into positivity. So again, the huge focus that Spirit has been giving me is to heal your wounds, to be cautious with who it is that you obtain counsel from, people's opinions and thoughts. It's in regards to you getting back in alignment with yourself in meditation and to truly transform your experience. All right. So that's all that I have. I really didn't get too much of a download other than there's a lot of powerful shifts, a lot of forward movement happening with those who have done the work, a lot of powerful changes and shifts, possibly some reunions in the month of March, April, and May. Some will be later in the summer, others will be in 2020. But I did see positive changes in dynamics. All right, so I'm going to be utilizing the Dreaming Way Tarot that I had gotten from a dear friend. She also has a YouTube channel. Her name is Ashley from Hello Tarot. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify. I'm not going to go really into all of this in this particular segment. There will be an extended that we will we'll clarify, and we'll also pull more energies for the divine feminine and for the divine masculine. There'll be a set of like 11 aspects that we'll be looking at, and then we'll be pulling information from the psychic tarot of the heart, and then two or three other oracle decks. I haven't figured it out how, what I want to use just yet. But that will be in the extended if you're interested. So this is for the Twin Flame collective energy for the month of January 2019. Spirit, please provide me the information that is needed for the highest good of all of those involved. Okay. 2 more times, guys, and then we're going to look at the Divine Masculine's current energy space. All right. So, what is the current energy space for the Divine Masculine? Where's the Divine Masculine at this time frame? Thank you. So they are at the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So right now I feel like a lot of the Divine Masculines that you guys are dealing with are not in contact with you at this moment in time for some. For others of you who are in contact with your Divine Masculine, I feel like there hasn't been enough give and take. The energies are very sporadic. Some may still be dealing with a karmic situation. Others may be too busy with work. There's definitely not enough generosity with energy or time. Some of you may have children with your twin flame. They may not be paying child support or really visiting. I just feel with the Six of Pentacles energy, it's that they are not giving at this point. They're just really holding back, withholding themselves, their time and energy at this moment in time. What is the issue or issues the Divine Masculine is facing right now? What is their current challenge? What is the current challenge that the Divine Masculine is facing presently in the month of January? All right, so we have the Five of Swords, and we also have the Queen of Swords energy here. All right, so it looks to me like they feel defeated. They feel defeated. Could be that there could be somebody that they've been dealing with, their karmic situation. They feel very defeated and sort of remorseful about choosing the wrong option. There was a lot of bullshit, a lot of lies and mistrust, putting trust in the wrong individual, in an individual who, or a situation. It could be an individual or a situation that was definitely karmic, a situation or an individual that they should not have put trust in. This person was not in their best interest, or the situation wasn't in their best interest. I feel like karma has been served. I also feel that with the Queen of Swords energy was this situation or this karmic relationship has definitely ended, and there is a little bit of remorse of choosing the wrong situation or individual, you know, to move towards. Because I feel like the Divine Masculine made a decision to move away from the Divine Feminine. Even if the Divine Feminine walked away from the Divine Masculine, I feel like the Divine Masculine went back to a karmic situation where it didn't work out in the best way for them. And it's almost like the situation or the person that they were dealing with outwitted them, okay? There was definitely some lies and deceit to get to what did the karmic situation or the karmic partner wanted. And now it's left the Divine Masculine, you know, kind of feeling defeated, like they've literally lost everything and questioning everything. So when I mentioned in my channeled readings that the karmic situations have definitely come to a close, this is the challenge that they're facing, because for many of them, this happened somewhere between October to now, that a lot of the Divine Masculines are coming to a close with their contracts, with their karmic situations, whether that be a person or just a situation that they've put themselves in, whatever that was. How does the Divine Masculine feel about the Divine Feminine at this time frame? How does the Divine Masculine feel about the Divine Feminine at this time? We have the Three of Pentacles. So this individual, I feel, wants to work towards moving with the Divine Feminine, but unsure if this truly is what the Divine Feminine wants. So there's some sort of uncertainty. It's almost like they're wanting to rebuild a relationship, but knowing that they have to put the time and energy and dedication in order to make it work. And they see the benefits now of being in a relationship with the Divine Feminine, but they didn't see it then. They saw it as uncertainty, you know, and now it's like they want this again. They want to rebuild a relationship, they see that teamwork is necessary. And I feel like if they were in a karmic situation, they didn't have teamwork. There wasn't this, what's the word? I've been very foggy lately. In their karmic relationships, it was like there wasn't enough magic. But they're seeing the sacred union between you and them. You know, the divine masculine, divine feminine. They're now seeing the sacred union. It now makes sense to them. It didn't before. They've learned so much. They've learned that you're not somebody who comes off as superior towards them or others. In fact, the person that they were dealing with, if it was in fact a person or a situation, they tried to dominate the divine masculine by feeding them lies and deceiving them in ways that they've now come out of, and they're realizing that the divine feminine has worked in collaboration with the divine masculine when in union. They're starting to see all of the things that they had done wrong and seeing all the things that you had done right, everything that you had. Sorry about that. I did have my child interrupt. So they're starting to see all of the skills, the passion, all of the drive that you had towards making this relationship work, all the efforts that you had put forward as an individual. You loved them, you cared for them, you nurtured them, and for whatever reason the relationship didn't work out. And they're starting to see this quality and strength in you, and they're wanting to work on this relationship. They're now seeing it for what it truly was, a true collaboration, a true sacred union. They're wanting this back. Okay, they're wanting this back with the divine feminine, and we'll definitely go ahead and clarify that again in the extended. How is the divine masculine moving towards their divine feminine at this time? How is the divine masculine going to be moving towards their divine feminine at this time? How is the divine masculine going to be moving towards their divine feminine at this time? What actions will they take? What actions will they take towards the divine feminine? Thank you. We have the Hierophant. I feel like the divine masculine still has much to learn, still has a lot to go through. However, the energy that I'm picking up is that the masculine, I feel like, is going to start going within to contemplate what it is that they've been going through, what it is that they've been experiencing. They do recognize the connection that you both have, and that was indicated in the Three of Pentacles. And I think they're now taking a moment of reflection, kind of similar. What I'm picking up with the Hierophant is very similar to the Hermit energy here, where they are really reflecting back on the relationship and realizing the signs and the hints that the universe had attempted to show them. And they had mistaken it for signs of, you know, being controlling and, you know, trying to, it's almost like they felt moving on from you or going back into this karmic situation or relationship was almost in a way to rebel against what it is that they truly knew inside. And so now I feel like they're taking some sort of time out to reflect all of the changes that have happened into their life, all the lessons that they have learned. And I feel when they are ready to move forward, when they're ready to move towards you, it's going to be at a higher level of commitment than they actually did before, type of thing. They've gained a fresh spiritual insight. I feel like for those who were never even spiritual, never religious, I feel like they're now becoming this. okay? They're now becoming this, or they're seeking counsel from a therapist or a healer of some sort, or like I said, trying to connect with a spiritual guide, or taking a class, or going into some sort of recovery program, some sort of reach out program for some who have been dealing with or struggling with some sort of addiction, okay? So what they're doing, or how they're moving towards their divine feminine, is that they're realizing that they need help. They're realizing that they need to heal. They're realizing all the things that they have done wrong in the connection, and all the signs that were pointing to you, but they mistook it, or they left due to rebellion. You know, because maybe they could have been on a rebellious streak, but either way, they're realizing the need for a greater purpose, and knowing that there is a lot of deeper work to do. And this, I feel, could have been stemmed by the healing that the divine feminine was doing on themselves. Because when the divine feminine works on themselves, it helps heal the connection between the divine masculine and divine feminine, but it also initiates the healing in the divine masculine. Now, the divine feminine may be a little bit further along in her journey, his or her journey, but the divine masculine eventually will catch up. They're just beginning the healing process. So they're not ready 100% to move forward or to move towards the divine feminine. The way that they're doing it is by actually going through and getting the help that it is that they need in whatever situation. I apologize if there is a glare. Let me see if I can move these cards over a little bit for you. All right, so yes, that's how they're moving. They're doing their healing right now, okay? So for those of you who have not been in contact with your divine masculine, they're not going to reach out just yet, because they're not yet there. They're not yet healed. They're not where they want to be yet. All right, so let's see here. The last question we'll look at, and then we're going to go into the extended. What is holding the connection back or delaying progression? What is holding the connection back at this time or delaying progression? Right now, there's a lot of hard work that needs to be done, and the divine masculine's feeling very overburdened. And I feel like both counterparts are feeling very overburdened in regards to the healing that needs to happen. You know, this is the first initial step, I feel like, for the divine masculines in doing their healing, and they're feeling very overburdened with this. This is the first time that they've really truly recognized the connection, and it wasn't until they went through this karmic situation or karmic relationship that they were able to truly see this for what it was. And now they know that they have a long journey ahead of them, and they feel like the world's on their shoulders at this point in time, and there's a lot of feelings that is being presented to them in regards to the divine feminine. There's a lot of love there. There's a lot of remorse. There's a lot of regrets. But there's this ever-presence of wanting the divine feminine, but not knowing how to reach the divine feminine. Not knowing which way to go at this moment in time. Just feeling very overburdened by the responsibilities that they hadn't taken responsibility for, and now they have to. And the divine feminine is already at that place of higher enlightenment. The divine masculine sort of has to catch up at this point. And this is what's sort of delaying the progression, is that the divine masculine is now at this stage of the journey is starting to truly recognize the connection that he has with the divine feminine, or he or she. I try very hard not to utilize those pronouns, but sometimes it just happens. But now they're recognizing, the divine masculine's now recognizing that they need to put in the hard work and dedication. They just don't know where to start. And it's almost like they need their divine feminine to help guide them, but they're not sure even how to go about getting that support. They fucked over the divine feminine in so many different ways that they don't even know if they can even reach the divine feminine, if the divine feminine will even answer. So That's what's really delaying it right now. It's the start of the healing process, the realization for the divine masculine. And so the divine masculine needs to catch up before reunion can really happen at this point. And that's the energies that I'm reading for January of 2019, so the beginning portion. Now I'm going to go ahead into the extended. We're going to clarify these cards, and then I'm going to look at the advice for the divine masculine, what the current energy space is for the divine feminine, what issues the divine feminine may be facing, the advice for the divine feminine, what the divine masculine wants to say to the divine feminine, and then also the outcome of the union for this month, okay? And then I'll be pulling intuitive messages from the psychic tarot of the heart. We'll look at romance angels, the moonology cards, spirit oracle. We'll be looking at different things. So if you're interested, click the link below for the extended version. You can rent or purchase. Otherwise, I wish you love and luck, success, all the healing and positive vibes coming your way towards your twin flame journey. Love and light to all of you. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for the support. Take care.